way down a tube and comes out as a long ribbon of thick sludge, which is cut by hand with scissors. The next is to send the treated plastic sludge into a second machine that shreds it into very long and thin strings. These strings are fed into a high-speed shredder, which cuts them up into granules of rice to be served later. In other words, fake plastic rice. I don't believe this was real until I found other videos taken from factory workers. This one shows the exact same setup, long strings of plastic being shredded into tiny pieces of fake rice.
Holy sh**. Plastic is coming out, being shredded, turned into rice, and we're eating it. To be fair, I don't really eat rice, unless I order it from a restaurant. To be honest, I don't really cook. End of story. I had a tragic incident with Uber Eats yesterday where every single thing I ordered just didn't taste good. I was so upset. Usually I get this vegan chocolate smoothie. It's like they forgot to add the chocolate. It was just fucking almond milk.
A man in Queens, New York, woke up one morning to find his cell phone randomly missing from his dresser. Since he lives all by himself and only puts his phone in one spot, he decides to check the surveillance footage to see what happened. What he finds is enough to make any reasonable person permanently paranoid.
No.
The camera shows a young man who he has never met before enter his home at 2:20 in the morning through an unlocked back door. The invader gets all the way across the man's house.
That's horrific. This is another reason I also don't want to have cameras in my home, but it's also a good reason because you can catch intruders. But I also don't want to look back on the tapes and be like, oh, people are just coming and going as they please into my home. How do you not know? Like, I have this like sixth sense when I can sense, well, I used to, when like I would live with my parents and I'd be asleep in my room and I could sense someone coming to the door and I'd shoot up awake. I always know when someone's about. You can't hide from me. You can't get me. What the heck? Might just be clip.
Hello?
Hello? Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that. Is this like a motel? It looks like a motel. I'd get the out of there so fast. No. Oh, I hate the dramatic movements. Yeah, she knew. She did the right thing. Get out. She didn't even need her stuff. She was like, I'm gone. See you later. Adios. Goodbye. Starting a new life. Changing my name. Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Central Dark, your place for all things horror. I'm your host, Lucy McPhee, and these are the top 10 scary videos that 99% of people can't watch. Part 2. If you got through the first one, well done. You shouldn't be here for the second one. So statistics are against you. The statistics we made up.
كان في إشي هون صراحة بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم في صوت دوشة كمان وكان في حد هون وراي
There's someone there. Someone there. Leave.
أنت مين يا حبيبي؟ تعال 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 تعال.
Why would you go after them?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
That would be the last thing I would think about doing, is sprinting after the dark figure I see in the hallway. No, thank you. I thought the dark figure was going to sprint at them. No, why would you chase after it? Leave it alone. It's clearly a demon. You're going to turn that corner and it's going to be like Blair Witch, and then you're going to be stood in the corner, bent over. That still haunts me, that last scene in the Blair Witch.
They realized that there was a ghost by the reflection of the tiles.
Oh, I see her.
The image was captured in the corridor of a hospital, revealing an apparent paranormal event. If you look closely at the picture, you can see in the distance some people standing in front of a desk and another sitting in a red jacket. Further to the front, there is another young woman sitting cross-legged reading, and right in front of her appears a figure similar to that of a woman leaning on a walker. The most curious thing of all is there is no person standing in the corridor who can produce the figure, so the first impression is that it is a ghost.
Well, yeah, I think my first impression that it is also a ghost as well. That seems pretty legit. I'm more concerned about the girl at the front on the floor who's supposedly reading but is definitely crying. And we're in a hospital. Maybe that's her dead grandmother? Kind of sweet if you put it that way.
The fact that the image in the background seems to show a UFO mothership hovering in the sky with a fleet being either absorbed back inside of itself or dispatched to Earth. Given the fact that this was on display in a church caused much conflict. Is this a subtle hint that ancient aliens might be onto something? Could ancient aliens be responsible for guiding humanity?
I mean, I'm not a church gal, if you all didn't guess already. I haven't seen the inside of a church for a long time. But I don't know what's on the walls. I know for a fact this wouldn't be there. It's a straight up UFO. This might be the Church of Scientology? Is that Tom Cruise? Could be. He's looking rough these days. You never know. Although actually he doesn't look rough. He looks the same. It's because he's a reptile.
The tribe chants a mysterious song of celebration and encouragement as Ovaku hangs suspended in midair. This incredible act looks like it's taking a lot of physical strength as well as mental concentration to perform. The shaman is gasping for breath and appears to be struggling hard to stay afloat. When he drops to the ground, he is exhausted and looks like he is about to pass out on the spot.
I want to do that. Like, yeah, I get he would be exhausted. That's exhausting, levitating. But I want to do that. Sometimes I check every day if I can do something magical, because you never know what might have happened overnight, or, you know, if you accidentally came in contact with a radioactive spider. You never know.
Leaving a trail as it moves. We see it on the outside at first. Entering from the streets, it comes inside and moves slowly before vanishing inside the building. Could this have been captured proof of the mythical Will-o'-the-Wisp from folklore? That is believed to be an atmospheric ghost light seen by travelers at night, especially over bogs, swamps, or marshes. Explained by science to be phosphorescent light seen hovering or floating at night, thought to result from the combustion of natural gases. Either way, the video is very chilling.
This is very strange. What did they say? Oh, you can't even hear it. It's the mythical Will-o'-the-Mist. We know about this? I've never heard this in my life. It looks like a ghost snake shimmying around this building, which is also my worst nightmare. I don't want to associate with snakes alive or dead. I think they all need to be extinct.
This video, supposedly leaked by a former NASA employee while orbiting the Earth from space, apparently shows the fabled Black Knight satellite in action. According to theorists, the Black Knight satellite is actually thousands of years old and made by extraterrestrials, not humans. Many people believe that NASA is going to great lengths to cover up the existence of this foreign object, as well as whoever created it. The video itself looks pretty old, possibly from the 60s or 70s. The quality is grainy due to either aging or CGI effects.
It looks fake as like the video looks real, but the thing looks fake. It looks like a toy you would play with as a kid or like move around and like a Rubik's Cube but out of shape, you know? Like with edges. It looks like Lego, like it might be made of Lego. That is creepy. If that's floating in space, I want nothing to do with it. But to be honest, I want nothing to do with space. Don't know it, don't want to talk to it.
In an incident that is eerily nostalgic of the Elisa Lam case, a young woman wearing a white dress enters an elevator alone late at night. From the recording, she seems very agitated and uncomfortable.
Jeez.
It seems as if someone is after her, but no one else comes into view. She is seen pacing around and looking at the locked door. Something is clearly going on, but we don't know what. We see the elevator doors open and she sprints out, not even wearing shoes, and runs out of the building into the streets. We are told this were her last moments.
Oh, she died? RIP. That sucks. That's very sad. But I feel like I've had, I can't even relate because I'm here and she's dead. But I've had experiences where I've been intoxicated and I've woken up in the street. Not recently. University days. Well, there we have it. Thanks for tuning into this video. I've been your host, Lisa McPhee. Stick around for bloopers. Oh, I didn't have time to even like degrease. Just been running around. Everyone can deal with this. Degrease me. Put a filter on my face in the edit and make me look like I haven't just been sprinting from room to room trying to find things. How do you survive in here?
I was gonna say, I have a fan over here, so if you really want, I can bring it over and like put it.
It's okay. I think I might not pass out.
If you do, if you're about to, let me know.
If you pass out, I'll bring the fan over. No, I appreciate that. I'll keep you updated. But is it always this hot? Do you always die in here?
Sometimes, yeah, usually.
You should complain about the working conditions.
I'm gonna see Landon.
You should complain to me.
I'm gonna see you too.
I'll ignore you. I'll talk to him. He does some good poetry reading. Just kidding, just kidding. Can I have your fan? Actually, I will pass out. I'm.
Good for intro.
Yes, now I'm much more pleasant. Me? Oh, he probably saw me stressed running around. Oh, yes, please.
How do you want it?
Just black, please.
Medium black?
Medium black, yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I was just on my knees in the host room. The snakes people, the bird people. Who else have I pissed off? Scientologists, whatever.